Hello, this is archessmp, episode 17. This episode, I'm gonna put chains in the nether tunnel and then finish off the nether. And then other things I'm gonna do in this episode is I'm just gonna talk about life. This is what the completed bottom tunnel looks like. A little about the design, and volcanic. Kind of looks volcanic. Um, and so, I haven't posted for like 20 days, a month. I am sorry about that. Really am. Tank out of hands, start clubs, other things. I'm just gonna start recording this video, record the whole thing, record it on the wrong microphone, on a microphone that doesn't actually exist, so there was no audio. Then I got sick, then I went on a trip during school. Not during school, but you get the point. I like recorded this like before the trip or after. It was after the trip. I also recorded one about the end that I could eventually post, like before school started, and then school started, I never edited it. Yeah, sometimes time gets out of my hand. Um, uh, that's my friend, Michael. You know who you are. If you're another person named Michael, I'm sorry you're named that way. A joke. Um, if you want to start picking the mods for the modded server, I would like those eventually. I hope for us to start that next year, like the beginning of the year to like summer when the next update comes out. So we'll probably end this server then the year, like last one, except it didn't actually start a new server after that. It was just then the server. Because I'm kind of getting bored of the server. We can talk about the history of like the servers that I've done. I think that would be more interesting than whatever I was gonna say. Um, so me and the friend that I mentioned earlier, he and I wanted to have a server. So the first couple servers he hosted on his computer, they did not last long because I have a completely different schedule than him. Like, I'm more active, like 2 hours every day, and he does 2 hours every month, if that. It's fun when he does go on, but it's very rarely. Usually at the beginning of servers. So the first one was a Pixelmon server, which I'm not going to say I actually downloaded Notepad 11 instead of CurseForge, but I did that. And so that was a fun adventure. And then after the Pixelmon server, which lasted one day, no recording. None of these have recording until like the last server. If I'll get to that, I'm talking a lot. And so the first one was Pixelmon. My base is an idea that if we ever do one pre-Village and Pillage, I would like to do that base, so I'm not going to spoil it. The second one was a uh, unmodded current times, to like current times, so like 2 years ago, I think. And my friend created a castle and I lived in it, and then because it was hosted, there was some problems with my connection, it could have not been hosting, but I'm gonna say it's hosting and not admit some failure on my side. But so there was some. So I tried not dying, and when I died from the zombie spawner under the base, I did not spend multiple minutes waiting for a new connection because it was not fun. But so that one lasted 3 days. The pixel one lasted -1. No, it lasted 1, and then it restarted on accident. Then the third was a modded, really modded, dragons and vampirism, and that's all I remember about that one. All I remember is dragons were unbalanced and it was a nightmare. Because whatever you did, you would eventually meet a dragon, accidentally lead them to your base, and we lost the base the first day. It did not last long. I'm just watching myself forget how to make chains again. Then we didn't do much after that because of hosting and he avoiding me, even though we had classes. So he avoided me very, very hard. But after that, I found Alternus, which hosts all our servers at this point. Eventually, I'll change this to a Geyser server so we can get more people on Bedrock. If anyone wants to join, there might be Bedrock compatibility. If only we could test that. But, so the next one was a modded one, which was from, I forgot the spring. It started maybe spring actually. But I'm gonna say early spring to summer. Actually, if I could find it, there's some videos that I still have. I recorded one really good video of me showing my second base. There were some ups and downs of the server. My friend took up too much and thought he could mine a whole mountain. He could not. At the rate he goes, no, not at all. But maybe he could eventually. And it was modded, so it was even using magic, where you could mine so many blocks, and it was hilarious. And we were still failing. But other than that, we did that server, and then I think how I got kicked and could never join again was there was something where you could start an event, like a raid or summon a mythical creature, and I started a raid, and either it was a particles or that thing was bugged, and it just crashed me in the area, and I could never play on the server again. I don't think my friend backed up the server, so we'll never see it. And good for it. I don't want the most current, other than the one I'm playing right now, is an unmodded from the summer that the modded server ended to when I posted the first video. Not on this channel. No, on this channel. But not the first video that I posted. And you can see all of it on the World Tour, which probably is the best scripted video that I did. Or unscripted, never scripted a video in my life. I should. Wait, not counting school projects. Those are not fun. But in the end, I think the server's gonna end in the end of this year. Probably will put out a world tour video. I want to do like 2 things before I close down the server though. But I don't think I'll get to those points. No, I don't think that'll be the point where, oops, I need to quickly rush it out. No, it's gonna be like, I finished these projects, now I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of this year. But other than that, that's not how it works. It's going to the end of this video. Maybe, I was working on the next Hypixel bingo because that's how bad I am. And so this is like me taking a break on recording things, or I only can record a specific amount before, the cache is low and you can't record any more videos. Like limited 3 videos a day. I think I used them all with like 1 and like 2 clips of 0 seconds, and it was kind of sad. But anyway, subscribe.